Hey guys, so today I sowed some seeds for my fall garden and I want to show you what I did. So in this you'll see me just covering the seeds with some of the soil, and I basically pat it down so it has good contact with the soil, and I do the same thing for my peppers and tomatoes. None of them seem to need light for germination, so I can cover them about 1/4 of an inch down. So that's what I'm doing here. I am growing Purple Beauty peppers. They're bell peppers, California Wonders, and those are banana peppers there. So all the peppers and tomatoes I sow the same way. Some of them I sowed a few in each spot, and then I will thin as they grow. This just cuts down on the amount of plants I have to water right now when they're still tiny, and I will be able to see which ones germinate and move on from there. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with the camera right there. But yeah, so all of these are the same. So what I have done is sowed 3 little pots of Brandywine tomatoes. I have 3 pots of beefsteak tomatoes, and this little cell pack has 1 spot of banana peppers. There's about 5 seeds in those. These Purple Beauty bell peppers, there's 3 cells of those, and then 2 cells of the California Wonder. So it's a really good idea to make sure to sow some more seeds for the fall here in Florida, because it is so hot during the summer. A lot of things don't do that great. Now, this summer has been, well, spring, summer has not been as rainy as most. So there hasn't been as many diseases and pest pressure, and I think that is why so many people are having a lot of successes with things. But I vowed to myself not to grow tomatoes during the spring and summer. And well, I'm growing them in the summer, but not harvesting them in the summer, because the years that I did that, I literally just hated gardening, because I was constantly fighting diseases because of the humidity and worms, and it just wasn't fun. So I found that tomatoes and peppers grow really good during the fall season, and you can grow them all the way up through the end of the year. So I plan to grow these up. Peppers especially take a long time to go from seed to seedling stage. So by the time these are bigger, I'm going to plan on potting them up and keeping them in a more protected location until I get them into the ground. And then they will be ready to go for the fall. And then, like I said, tomatoes, I think this is a good time to start them. We will see. I think I'm going to buy some more, or I have some more Brandywine, and I have some more Cherokee Purple, which I sowed the other day. So these down here are Cherokee Purple. They have not come up yet, but I think I'm going to start another set of them in a month and see how those do, kind of like an experiment. So we will see how it goes. The other thing I wanted to mention is these beefsteak tomatoes were given to me, these seeds, and they are pelletized, which means it's just easier to count and see when you're sowing the seeds. But I did learn that, like for instance, oops, I dropped that one. There's another pack of it in here. So these seeds were packed for 2022. So apparently, whatever they do when they pelletize seeds, when they say they're packed for 2022, if you use them after that, that severely decreases their germination rate for some reason. So I did sow like these seeds pretty heavily in these 3 pots just in case not all of them come up. So if they all come up, I definitely won't need 20 beefsteak tomato plants, but we'll see how it works. I just wanted to see how true that was, because I've sown pelletized seeds before, but I never really paid attention to that. So I'm curious what will happen. So these are going to be my new seeds for the start of my fall garden. I have the brandywine tomatoes there. I've started some elderberry cuttings there. My dog broke off my elderberry tree, literally broke half of the tree off, but I don't think the cuttings made it. I actually on accident left them out too long, so they probably won't make it. Maybe 1 or 2. They got too dry, but it's okay. And then I have some garden huckleberries that I'm using as a trap crop. I have some more pigeon pea seedlings. And then another thing I've started is a crop of roselle. So once these get a little bigger, I'll be putting those out in the landscape, and I will keep you updated. Real quick, I wanted to show you that I've started harvesting my okra. So the plants are just getting some size on them on this side. For some reason, these are so much smaller than the plants over there, almost by half, but we are getting okra and blooms every day. I have to come out here. As you see, I have 1, 2 to harvest right here. There's another one over there. I even have some out front that I'm harvesting. So I'm pretty excited for that. And for okra, you don't want them to get much bigger than this one here, because they get tough. And if you eat them even like this size, you can eat them raw right out of the garden, and they are really really cooling when it's really hot out, because of that, well, I don't know what it's exactly called, but that mucusy sounding, or that feeling, you know. It sounds gross, but it really is delicious. So that's just a little update there. Otherwise, I'll be doing a full garden tour in the next week or so when it hits July 1st. But you see, I have a few other peppers that they just are struggling. Like, I don't know what's happening. This one did okay. I don't remember which kind this is. This was a banana pepper here. So this banana pepper is doing well. This one may be another banana pepper. If it is, that's doing well. And then I have another tiny baby there, but I gotta get this weed. But so I'll get a few peppers from these plants. I have another baby pepper plant in here. Like I said, these have been a late crop of peppers because of some issues I had with my seeds before. So they're all pretty small, but they're growing. And this one is a purple beauty, but I just have to wait and see what it does. So I'm definitely re-sowing them and trying to get those going. So stay tuned for updates on the peppers and everything else going on in the garden, and we'll see you soon. Bye.